Hello everyone and welcome to the first video here on the channel. I'm your host Void and today I have something really quite special to show you. For those of you who know me from Instagram, I never really did tutorials since you're only allowed 15 minutes of total video, which isn't really enough to do something like that. However, I thought it would be fun today to do a tutorial on one of my personal favourite and proudest piston doors, the 3x3 seamless flush. As you can see, it has a very pleasant opening and closing animation with numerous piston movements synced, as well as being very fast and above all, extremely small and compact. Without any further ado, let's get into how to build this. So you want to get things started with a 5x15 area where this is your doorway, and you are leaving 3 blocks like that between this frame and the area of the building. That's just so you're able to place in the pistons and things like that without being too confined. So given that this here is your door frame and this is your floor level, the door is going to come in line with these redstone blocks here. Okay, now first thing I'll do in these tutorials is just lay out the pistons. I'll do the piston layout and then I'll actually do the wiring. So first thing you want to do is come down here and place 2 pistons facing upwards like that, just like so. Okay, nice and simple to start off with. And then you want to come off this block and place 3 pistons, 3 sticky pistons facing towards the wall. Okay, and then come out 1, 2, 3, 4 temporary blocks, remove these first 3, and then place 3 regular pistons facing inwards like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do first is place 9 pistons facing downwards, each on top of every one of these blocks. So it might just be easier to remove this roof for the time being, place in your sticky pistons like so, and then just get out your hallway blocks like this. Okay, and then in line with where these pistons are, I want to place another set of 3 pistons, and then another set of 3 regular pistons facing inwards like that. Okay, now it gets a little bit trickier here because we're going to place grindstones. Now grindstones aren't looking like they're doing much in this situation, but grindstones are in fact immovable, which means they can't be pushed by pistons, which means we can place redstone blocks behind these pistons and have them not extend. And you're going to do that, you're going to place redstone blocks behind these sticky pistons like this, and then place another set of 3 regular pistons like so. And you want to replicate this regular piston array over on the other side as if you have these in here, but you don't. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3 like this. These are just temporary, but just to help us. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 temporary, break the first 3, and then place your sliders in like this, and then you can remove these blocks. And then we also have to replicate these ones on this side as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, another 1, 2, 3, 4, remove these first 6, and then place 3 regular pistons facing inwards, just like that. And I do believe that's your pistons in place. So we're now ready, we're all set to get on with building the door itself. So I think what I'm going to do is work on the sliders first. So you're going to want some observers, and these observers are just going to point into where the pistons will be, just like that. Okay, nice and simple. And then you place blocks between them, repeaters on 2 ticks delay between each of these observers, and then dust on the observers. And don't worry, because we'll be doing this on the other side, so these pistons won't be to stay. And then what you can do, it might be quite awkward to place, but you want to place observers facing upwards into these sticky pistons here. So what you might want to do is remove that one to start with, and then do that. Okay, and that has to remain consistent, and then you can place more regular blocks like this with dust on them and then more observers facing upwards like that. So what should happen when we activate this is everything will get pushed across, and then these pistons will extend. We don't want to do that yet, and that will come a bit later on. So we want to do the same on the other side, of course. So we're just going to go like this, and it probably was smart to put the observers in last, but never mind. Just like this, placing in observers up into each and every one of these pistons to make sure they get powered at the correct time. And then you have to replicate the same for these ones as well, of course. Just like that. And then place regular blocks like this. Dust on these 6 blocks. And then 2 tick delay repeaters in those blocks like that. And that will also push that one across as well. Now, I'm going to go down at the bottom here. You're going to place 3 blocks like this with dust on all of them. And then once again, you're going to want to come up here, remove these blocks temporarily, so you're allowed to place these observers in. And then simply place them again, just like that. Okay. Now, just here, you're going to place a sticky piston facing downwards with a redstone block on its face like that, and then 2 blocks like this, 4 tick delay repeater and 1 tick delay repeater there. Then you want to go up 1 block here, dust on it of course, and then you want to come up like this, 2 blocks, dust on each of them. Okay. Now, you're going to want to place 2 sticky pistons, 1 here and 1 here, and they both have redstone blocks on them. Now you will notice that this dust appears to get cut off, but it is just a Bedrock Edition visual bug, and it will actually connect to this dust up here, so don't worry about that. Okay. Place a sticky piston facing upwards like this, with a block on its face, 2 slabs like this, and a block here, and you can place dust like this. And another funny thing about Bedrock Edition is that, as you can see, when I activate this, this piston also gets extended when it doesn't appear to connect. That's also a visual bug that may or may not get patched. We'll soon see. Now, place 2 more blocks off like this, and on the first one, place a 4 tick delay repeater, and on the second one, place 2 tick delay repeater. And then you can just go out like that and place 2 dust. Now you want to go off this observer here, place a sticky piston facing downwards, with an observer on its face facing towards the door, okay? That's very important. And then down here, place a block with dust on it, and then 3 blocks like this, and a block there, and then 1 tick delay repeaters on all of them. Now you want to place dust here, a block here, and this will be where your input will be. Okay, so you'll place a lever on this block, then place a sticky piston facing upwards like that, with a redstone block just on its face there. Okay, and you're just going to go over to these sticky pistons here, place 3 redstone dust, just like that, a block here, a repeater here, a block up like this, and then blocks all the way along connecting to this redstone block here, and place dust on all of them, just like that. Now you want to place a piston off this block, and it can be facing this way, but I personally like making it point downwards for some ungodly reason, so I'm just going to do that now, and then find an interesting way of trying to place in these sticky pistons back. Then you're going to place a torch on that one, sticky piston facing downwards, block on that sticky piston, and then you can just come like this, placing blocks in that kind of array with this corner one upwards, 4 tick delay, 1 tick delay, and then a block here, 2 tick delay. And then you can place dust on those pistons. Now you want to place a block up like this on those pistons, and then blocks on each side and dust on this one, and this is just to make sure the dust doesn't connect between the pistons, so you can activate them separately. And you're going to come off like this, place a 3-tick delay repeater here, and then dust going all the way around like that. And I appreciate it's not particularly attractive redstone, but it does the trick, and that's all that matters. Okay, and then you're just going to come like this. You're going to place 3 blocks. This one's going to have a 2-tick delay repeater on it, and then the other 2 are going to have 4-tick delay respectively. And then just come around and place dust on all of them like this. Then place a torch like this, sticky piston off this torch facing downwards, observe off that sticky piston there, block up like this, and then dust on it like that. Now you're going to want to come to the back here again and place a block like this, regular piston like this, another block here, place 2-tick delay repeater there, a torch here, and then 3 torches like this. And you will notice they all turn off, and it looks like that shouldn't be possible, but due to a rather interesting unintentional feature known as soft inversion, this is made possible. And luckily it's a bug that will never be patched, because Mojang themselves said they won't patch it, which is very nice news. Anyway, you're going to place a block here, and then a slab here, and place dust on these 3 like this. And what this will do is when this slider comes along and pushes these 3 sticky pistons here, these torches will just activate those pistons and make sure they extend at the correct time, which is of course very nice indeed. Now come back to the front and we'll kind of work from the front backwards. I think that's going to be the easiest way of doing it. You're going to want to place an observer facing into this block here, okay, and then 2 blocks like this with dust on both of them, and those pistons should fire. Okay, and then place a block here, and then 2 blocks like this, dust here, repeat on 2 ticks delay here, repeat on 1 tick delay here, and then you're going to want to come up 1 block there, a block here, a block up like this, and then 2 blocks going around like this, and then place dust on these 4 here. So it should be in like a, I don't know, like a backwards L shape, I suppose. And then a comparator facing into this block here. What this is going to do is when the double piston extender fires into action, it's going to provide just the right amount of time for it to extend, pulse, and then retract, and then pulse again, without it being too short, while also remaining quite fast, which is always nice, of course. There's a block here, dust on top of that block, and then a sticky piston like this, an observer here, and then a block like this. And I do believe that is you completely done. So we'll just give this a nice test first of all. So we'll flick this lever, and as you can see it closes very nicely indeed, and then we flick it again and it all opens up. Very nice indeed. So I understand some of the materials used to build the store might be a bit of a grind, so I suggest getting yourself a good iron farm, a good slime farm, have access to the nether and things like that, just to get you the materials and get you all set to building the store. I'm going to leave the materials list down in the description below, so do go and check that out to make sure you haven't missed anything. And unfortunately that's all I've got time for today, so thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please let me know and I'll do more like this. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.